Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Sophia, and I'm so happy to have you here today. In this episode, we're going to continue learning English through a short story. I'll read the story for you, and at the end, I'll ask you some questions to check your understanding. This is a fun and simple way to improve your listening skills and your vocabulary. All right, let's get ready to listen to the story. Yesterday, I decided to do something a little different. I went to a small cafe in my neighborhood, a place I had never visited before, and wow, it was so cozy. The lights were warm and soft music was playing in the background. It felt really relaxing. I ordered a cup of green tea and a piece of chocolate cake. While I was sipping my tea, I noticed a little bookshelf in the corner. It was filled with interesting books. I couldn't resist. I picked one up and started reading. The story was so fascinating that I completely lost track of time, and it reminded me how important it is to take a break from our busy lives and just enjoy small moments. Sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest difference. Now, I have a few questions for you. Think about your answers before I move on. What did I decide to do yesterday? Where did I go? How would you describe the cafe? What did I order? What caught my attention while I was drinking tea? What did I do with the book? How did I feel while reading it? What lesson did I remember from this experience? What kind of atmosphere did the cafe have? Why is it important to take a break from busy life? Take a moment to think about your answers. Got them? Great! All right, now let's move on to the answers. Let's go through them together. What did I decide to do yesterday? I decided to try something new. Where did I go? I went to a small cafe in my neighborhood that I had never visited before. How would you describe the cafe? The cafe was cozy with warm lights and soft music. What did I order? I ordered a cup of green tea and a piece of chocolate cake. What caught my attention while I was drinking tea? I noticed a little bookshelf in the corner filled with interesting books. What did I do with the book? I picked up the book and started reading it. How did I feel while reading the book? The story was fascinating and I lost track of time. What lesson did I remember from this experience? I remembered how important it is to take a break from busy life and enjoy small moments. What kind of atmosphere did the cafe have? The cafe had a cozy and relaxing atmosphere. Why is it important to take a break from busy life? Because taking a break helps us relax and enjoy the small, meaningful moments in life. All right. How many of those questions were you able to answer? If you didn't get them all, don't worry. Listen to this episode again, this time more slowly, and try to write down the key words and information. Taking quick notes really helps. Before we finish today's episode, let's take a few minutes to learn some new words and expressions from our story. I'll explain each word and give an example, just like a little mini lesson. 1. Decided to try something new. So, decided to try something new means choosing to do something you haven't done before. For example, yesterday I decided to try something new and went to a cafe I had never visited before. It's a great phrase to talk about exploring new experiences. 2. Cozy. Cozy describes a place that is comfortable, warm, and inviting. For example, The cafe was really cozy with warm lights and soft music. You can also use it for rooms, homes, or any place that feels comfortable. 3. Warm lights. Warm lights are lights that create a comfortable, relaxing atmosphere. For example, the restaurant had warm lights that made it feel very welcoming. 4. Soft music. Soft music means gentle and calm music, usually relaxing. For example, I like to read while soft music is playing in the background. 5. Lost track of time. When you lose track of time, it means you forget how much time has passed because you are focused or enjoying something. For example, I was reading my book and completely lost track of time. 6. Take a break. To take a break means to pause or rest from your activity. For example, it's important to take a break after studying for a long time. 7. Enjoy small moments. This expression means to appreciate the little things in life, the simple and meaningful experiences. For example, I enjoy small moments like drinking a cup of tea or watching the sunset. 8. Fascinating. Fascinating means extremely interesting or captivating. For example, the story I read in the cafe was fascinating. 9. Neighborhood. A neighborhood is the area around where you live. For example, I like walking in my neighborhood because it's quiet and green. 10. Bookshelf. A bookshelf is furniture for holding books. For example, I noticed a little bookshelf in the corner filled with interesting books. That's it. This is the end of today's podcast. You did a great job today, and I'm really proud of you for practicing your English. Keep going and don't give up. Every episode makes you stronger. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Share this podcast with a friend who's also learning English. It really helps us grow and reach more learners. And be sure to check out the other episodes for more practice and stories. Thank you so much for listening and practicing with me today. I really appreciate your time. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.